Howdy, I'm CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted, and today we're gonna talk about something kinda cool. I've been using the OpenAI ChatGPT to do a whole bunch of things, and one of the things that I wanted to show off that I just worked out with it, by the way, I've been doing this together with it, is voice to voice chat GPT open AI, whatever it is, through the API. So let's see what we think. Give me all of the updated information on Minecraft Bedrock 1.20 update.
Which is now available for download. Perhaps the most exciting of all the new features is the new music system, which lets you play music in-game, and is even integrated with the in-game chat system. What are the new features of Minecraft Bedrock 1.20 update?
Tell me about the latest update of No Man's Skies.
The latest update of No Man's Sky is a big one with a lot of improvements, additions, and fixes. We're calling it Atlas Rises. The headline features are the addition of 30 hours of story content, which we hope will take.
So you can see it's kind of a fun concept. Here in this case, we're using OpenAI instead of ChatGPT, I believe, as the backend. So you can see that the content isn't as fluid and as full, but it works. I say something, the script breaks it down to voice to chat, voice to text, then submits it to the system, pulls back the text for the response, and then converts that text into voice so that I can hear the bot respond. So I no longer have to type in, wait for it to put all the text out, and then select all the text and then say, read this to me. It's just going to take my voice, take my question, and then kick it back to me. And this is something I could just have on an app on a screen on the side and just be able to talk. This is kind of where I think the entire system's going. It's Alexa, I guess, but the difference is now it's integrating with your own personal AI so that you can gather information and start building more into it that you haven't been able to do before. One of the key things that I think is interesting here, I guess I want to say that I think people are using chat AI, and the least of its ability is a lot of people are using it to access information like I just did there, which is really cool. And they kind of think that like that's the end of it. But what they missed is I, together with this, just made a program that allows us to communicate together differently. So we together multiplied the interaction. So it's it's not just about me being able to interact and access information. It's about me being able to interact and access information and then create things to automate that access of information a billion times, or to take something that I need to do. I need to create 5 subfiles of this texture, and I need to have a PBR, and I need to have a height map, and I need to have whatever it is, multiple things, a JSON file with it. I, instead of asking it how to do that, I can just work with it to create a script to do it automatically. So to take something and to make it to where it does it instead of me just asking for information. So a lot of people right now are taking the AI and they're using it as a dictionary or an encyclopedia, and they're asking it encyclopedia information. That's cool, but its power is in its ability to create encyclopedias, to create programs that could scour the internet and create a new concept of something that didn't exist before. A good example is I need to do a task that normally in my calculation would take me about 3 years to do if I did it every day. If every day I worked on this, it would take me 3 years to finish it one time. But if I spend 2 days working with the AI and build a Python script that could do all of those tasks for me in 30 seconds. Now, I could have used the AI to learn how to do the task. I could have used the AI to learn how to do the task better or how to enhance my knowledge of how it is. Or I could use the AI to make a way to do the entire thing for me. And I think you see a huge difference there. One of them is a 1x, 2x, I learned some more information. The other is 100x. I built a program that does 3 years of work in 30 seconds. So a good example is I recently saw a video where they wanted to animate a full video using diffusion, and so they broke down the steps and they took this piece and they gave it to the AI here, and the AI did some filtering and cleaned it up, and then they gave it to Stable Diffusion, and Stable Diffusion did some of its stuff off their training, and then they put it in Premiere and they did this, and then they put it in After Effects and they did this, and then they put it in here and they do this, and then they put it all together and they make a movie. And all this time I'm thinking you're missing the point. The AI could be taught to do that entire process for you in minutes versus months. And so that I almost want to just like, yeah, you got like just you did something so amazing, but it's just this piece of it. If you just took the next step and then said, okay, now automate this going forward, then you could just feed that information for the next project and the next project and the next project into it, and all of a sudden those projects don't take months, those projects take minutes. And so I think that's the important piece of where we're going, is to take that step. And yeah, we're consuming more information, and that's great. It's a great encyclopedia. But it's not just an encyclopedia, it's the factory that can make encyclopedias. It's the factory and the engineers that can design an encyclopedia factory. So instead of just getting information out of an encyclopedia, you could literally get information to build a encyclopedia factory. Think about how empowering that is, that you can take something and 100x it without having to know Python, without having to know programming, without having to know how to install these things. It can tell you that along the process. One of the things you can do is ask it for an SOP of the process to run the app it just made for you. You can literally say, give me the standard operating procedures to run this program. And it'll just tell you it. And if you have a problem, you tell it the problem and it can help solve it. And it's not perfect, but it's so much more than the encyclopedia that the media and everybody is trying to show you is the wonder. The wonder is not Super Google. The wonder is that it could make Google. It could make the algorithm of Google for you. It can make an search engine for you. It could program the website for you. You don't need a huge team of engineers. So I just wanted to point that out and show this really cool step that I made here with voice-to-voice, OpenAI. I really want to be able to interact with it directly. And so that's what I set up here. I want to be able to say something to it, it respond back to me. Maybe I'm streaming and I need it to do something. Maybe I'm streaming and I want to have, but think about how nice that could be. I'm streaming and I just have a custom AI that says, oh, if I say these words, do this action. And I can set that up myself with the OpenAI or ChatGPT without a programmer, without needing all those other things. Do you want to make a Discord plugin to do something? ask it to help you do it. It's kind of like having a 7-year-old with 1,000 IQ. It does take some managing of it. It does take some working with it and learning it, but it's going to get better. So thank you for checking this out. Once again, I'm CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted, and today we're talking about OpenAI and ChatGPT and all of the wonderful things that you can do and how to take it from a 1x or 2x and let's push it to a 10x or 100x and take that step forward. Instead of just learning something or getting information, what if you could make it do the things for you and make it take that step forward and push it further and do those things that you didn't think were possible? Maybe it's something that you just thought couldn't be done, and now you have the chance to do it. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you're excited about this, if you hate it, if it's something that you're fearful of. I'm mixed on all of those things. The whole AI thing and bots things is a whole nother conversation. But at this point, this is a tool that's extremely powerful that we really need people to start using and not be scared of, because the difference between the people that use it and the difference between the people that don't use it, it's going to be the difference between people using a hammer and people trying to use a rock to build a house. It's just going to make a massive difference. Thanks for watching.